It's official. I've given up on Liam Neeson.
Honey, something's happened. There's a man who has put a bomb in the car. Under our seats, there are pressure triggers. We can't get out.
Retribution stars Liam Neeson as wait. Hold on a moment. Tell me if this in any way sounds familiar. You got this guy, big name star, who's in a vehicle of some sort, and just by saying that, I think most of you could tell where I'm going with this. And on this vehicle, or somewhere in this vehicle, is a bomb. And the main character is on the phone with the villain through a good majority of the movie, following his every command while having to deal with the bomb that's on this vehicle, or else the vehicle will go boom! What movie did I just explain the plot to, you might ask? Retribution. So yeah, of course this was Regal's Monday mystery movie, because why else would I be getting an early screening for this? And I'm gonna be honest, I heavily debated on going to see this because I found out late last week what the mystery movie was gonna be, and I am sick to death of going to see these lackluster dumpster fires that just happen to have Liam Neeson in them. Now don't get me wrong, I do really like Liam Neeson, and there are a number of his movies that I really enjoy, but ever since Honest Thief back in 2020, every movie he's been in has just gotten more lazy, more forgettable, and above all else, much worse. But the reason I decided to go watch this was, well, I've seen all the other mystery movies, and, I could go see the Fathom Event re-release of Coraline beforehand, and that is exactly what I did. Coraline is a great movie. Is Retribution? How do I put this? No! Dear God, Lord and Jesus, heaven above! No! And I'm just saying this ahead of time. There's probably going to be spoilers here and there because I don't care enough and neither do you. You didn't even know this movie existed till you clicked on this video. So, where to begin? I'll start off with saying this. The acting is laughably bad. Just like in Marlowe, Liam Neeson just sounds like he is tired and so out of it to the point where he really feels like he doesn't want to be here, and every time he talks, he just speaks in grunts. And I don't mean like Tom Hardy in Mad Max Fury Road where everything out of his mouth is growling. In this, it's more like every word out of his mouth, he sounds way too serious. Like, honey, I'm going to work, but first I will drop the kids off at school because I am a good father. Calm down, man, calm down. Matthew Modine is in the movie playing a quote-unquote friend of Neeson's character, and his acting is so freaking bad that I shit you not, the audience I saw it with, including myself, was dying laughing at him. And I really want to say that this is the first bad movie I saw with an audience who was also laughing at how bad it was. And yeah, true, I did see a re-release of The Room a couple months back, but everyone was there for the same reason I was. Nobody knew how bad this was gonna be. The two kid actors weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be, but they do have all the stock lines that kids in movies like this usually have. The teen kid keeps screaming at Neeson, "You lie, Dad! You lie all the time! You just lie all the freaking time! Why do you do this?" And the little girl has probably the worst line in the movie. "You called him an asshole. Good." And I know I mentioned this already, but yes, Liam Neeson is in the movie playing these two kids' dad. The dude's old enough to be playing their freaking grandpa. And the woman playing his wife, there's like a 13-year age difference between the both of them. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say this, but this might be one of the most predictable movies I've ever seen in my life. And it's almost sad how predictable it can be. The whole movie revolves around Liam Neeson taking orders from this guy on the phone, so you know there's gonna be some big twist of who it is. But there's like only 5 characters in this damn thing, and 4 of them are the family we're following. So that only leaves one other person. They even do the bullshit fake out death where Neeson is on the phone with a bad guy who's telling him to shoot his friend who is across the street in another car, who, spoiler alert, is the bad guy. And if you can't figure out that it's the best friend to save your life, Neeson doesn't shoot him, a train goes by, the car then explodes, and then the guy on the phone is pretty late to telling Neeson, You are a murderer now. This movie didn't try. But I will admit, that was the funniest scene in the movie, because it has, hands down, some of the worst acting from both Neeson and Modine. Matt, come on! I'm your best friend! Do it, Alan, or I have to kill you. If only the rest of the movie was that entertaining. And to make that scene even funnier, Modine just keeps screaming at Neeson, I'm your best friend! Oh my god, I'm your best friend! Why would you do this, Matt? Oh my god! Oh, by the way, Liam Neeson's character's name was Matt. And everything else in this movie, you've seen rehashed in every other action movie, even if it comes out of left field. Neeson is freaking out that there is a bomb in his car, so he tries to call his wife and tell her what's going on, and the woman that picks up her phone won't tell her where she is, and he's like, come on, tell her where she is, or tell me where she is, or blah, 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 blah. She's at a divorce attorney, Matt. You weren't there for her. Where the fuck did that come from? And that was the point in the movie where the audience just constantly started laughing. There's even 50 lines you've heard in thousands of other action movies, such as, you want your money, I want my life back. And of course, he's still out there. If you won't find him, I will. You know, Liam Neeson movies have gotten to the point where they're just movies to show your grandpa, because he knows who Liam Neeson is, and he will not watch anything else. So then you have to suffer through this unoriginal, uninspired piece of dog shit. And it just amazes me that these movies are still allowed to be shown on the big screen. Honest Thief and the Marksman, I can understand putting those in the theaters because they came out at a time where nothing else was being released and they were decent enough movies. But then after Blacklight, which is hands down one of the worst movies I've ever seen in theaters, it just kept going downhill from there. And I should probably mention this, but apparently this is a remake of a 2015 film from Spain of the same name. And I don't know what that movie is like, but it's gotta be so much better and much well done than this. Which also makes this the second movie to come out this year that is a remake starring Liam Neeson, because late after seeing Marlowe, I found out that that was a remake of a movie from the 60s. I think, if I remember correctly. Who cares? You know, if I had one nice thing to say about this movie, it was short. It's only 90 minutes, and it did feel like I was in and out rather quickly. But then the movie ends with a trope that I hate, and it's usually when it's done in bad movies, and it's when the main character will flash back to a bunch of different characters from the movie we just watched, and it's like, why do we care? And in this movie, when that happens, movie's just over. Okay, so this is gonna sound weird, it just kind of ends? Like, that makes no sense. Movies are supposed to end, but here, it just like, look, we've done all we can, just go home. And to be honest, I don't think this movie even deserves my final thoughts. It sucks balls. That's all you need to know. D-. And the only reason I'm giving this a D- is because I'm still debating if this or Marlowe was worse. And you know what? Next time Liam Neeson releases a movie, unless it's getting good word of mouth or has a decent Rotten Tomatoes score, I'm not gonna go see it, because I'm sick and tired of wasting my time with these Walmart bargain bin pieces of shit, and they do not deserve my time and money. I'd rather be talking about movies that should be noticed and deserve your fullest attention. Like, you know what I watched a couple weeks back? Like, rewatched actually? The Adventures of Tintin. I don't know how many of you have seen this movie. It's directed by Steven Spielberg and I think written by Peter Jackson. And it's amazing! I watched it once as a kid and thought, I liked it fine. But now, rewatching it, it's one of my favorite animated movies. So, if you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's incredible. And yeah, it's motion capture, but it's motion capture where the characters actually look like they have souls. Watch that over something like fucking Retribution. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on the notification bell, and I'll be back later this week with reviews for both Blue Beetle and Strays. And I'll see you then.